The blockchain ecosystem continues to fragment, with more and more chains being created. Exciting applications are launched on different platforms. But unfortunately, there are no good ways to transfer assets and communicate across chains. As a developer, you have a choice to make. For example, you can go build dApp on Ethereum since it has high liquidity, and it's ready to use, but the drawback is the high transaction costs for the users. Or you can build on the newer platform but you miss out the network of users. For users, if you have an asset in one chain but you see the interesting dApp in another chain, you have to go through many steps and pay lots of transaction fees to move across chains. Different platform has different pros and cons. Excellent platforms spread across the system, but we don't have a good way to connect platforms together. Interoperability becomes a hot issue since more and more chains are being created. Basically, interoperability is the ability for different blockchains to exchange assets and information freely without restriction. There are many ways to solve interoperability. First, centralized system. Use centralized system to exchange coins and move across chains. Fast and easy, but security issue arises since we put all the risk on centralized player. Second, sidechain. Sidechain is the chain that is connected to the main chain. Sidechain operates independently. It has its own consensus algorithm. It contains the cross-chain transfer protocol that allows communication from sidechain to main chain and from main chain to sidechain. The example of sidechain are Horizon, Solana Wormhole, Polkadot bridges. Sidechain works well in its own environment, but connecting to another ecosystem that speaks different languages is still a challenge. For example, if you own a Bitcoin, and you want to use Bitcoin and Solana, this cannot be achieved by using sidechain. You have to rely on other technologies. Sidechain is also costly and complex to build. To use Bitcoin and Solana, you can use the third solution, wrapped asset. Wrapped asset is called a wrap because the original asset is put in a wrapper. This allows the wrapped version to be created on another blockchain. Bitcoin is the most common asset that is bridged to other chains. The examples are WBTC and TBTC. The wrapped asset is asset specific. It's simple but has limited functionalities. It contains asset value but cannot pass information of smart contract. The last solution is blockchain agnostic protocol. It allows interoperability between blockchains by providing the common interface. It acts like a translator between blockchains. This solution is the most generalized. It is the best solution since it can transfer both assets and information across chains. One of the examples is Axelar. Axelar has the ability to plug and play, allowing developers to connect to other chains easily. Back in the day, when the internet is still new, the networks are also fragmented. Border Gateway Protocol provides a way for networks to connect and interact. Axelar acts like a border gateway protocol. It is a router to facilitate communication across blockchain ecosystems using Cross-Chain Gateway Protocol, CGP. On top of Cross-Chain Gateway Protocol, Axelar allows connection at an application level through Cross-Chain Transfer Protocol, CTP. Users can use the CTP protocol to interact with applications on any chain, using simple API calls, analogous to HTTP GET, POST requests. To summarize, blockchain agnostic protocol, for example, Axelar, is the most viable solution right now. It's also easiest to use and it's easier to scale, compared to building sidechain, or making wrapped assets. So you may ask, what will happen if blockchains can communicate freely? Well, the diverse range of functionalities will be unleashed. Transfer of tokens from just one wallet will become a reality. You can arbitrage across DEX, making the market become more efficient. Developers can build a dApp that is triggered if something happened in another chain. These are just a few examples of possibilities if interoperability happens. That's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching.